In fact, large wildfires have been burning thousands upon thousands of acres, threatening the homes of humans and the wildlife that calls the Arizona desert and wilderness home too. This has several agencies, including Arizona Game and Fish, concerned about certain animals that can't outrun or fly away from the flames. I spoke, in fact, to Game and Fish and found out how the Sonoran desert tortoise has already been in harm's way more than once this fire season.
Even though the containment part is close to being finished, the real work is going to start in the next few weeks. That's when it's really crucial that we get a handle on basically the ramifications of this fire.
Amy Burnett with Arizona Game and Fish has been keeping close tabs on the bushfire, now the fifth largest in Arizona history. Its flames swallowed and charred everything in its path, which sadly may have taken out some of the animals that thrived here.
This year's fire, the bushfire, has been raging intensely and fast. And what that means for wildlife is that it's going to be a little bit more dangerous. And unfortunately, that may mean more wildlife deaths in this fire.
Especially for the slow-moving desert dwellers like the Sonoran desert tortoise. These particular ones were deep within burrows when the range fire near Florence burned through their habitat earlier this year. Out of 10 tortoises being tracked by Game and Fish, 9 were found unscathed. The other one may still be burrowed. They're hoping for a similar outcome after the bushfire is contained, but are realistic too.
With desert tortoises, unfortunately, they can burrow, but if there isn't a burrow available, they may have a harder time. They may have to dig one. They may not have time, especially in a fire like this where it's so fast. So we're concerned that some of our desert tortoises haven't had the opportunity to escape.
As sad as that outcome may be, wildfires do serve a purpose, a chance for the forest to create new life once the smoke settles.
Fire is really important for the environment. We think of wildfires as a negative, but overall, wildfire is necessary for some trees and vegetation to not only regrow, but to germinate in the first place.
And once the bushfire is contained and the flames have been drenched, the Forest Service, Game and Fish, and other agencies will assess the damage to the area and find out how certain animals fared, including those desert tortoises. Danielle?